Good morning. Thank you for waking up and watching here on ABC24 News at 5. Today is Wednesday, July 6th. If you're walking out the door, it slaps you.
Yeah, and here's some fun news for you.
All right, thank you, Chelsea. Well, this morning we are learning more about a deadly shooting at a gas station yesterday in Lamar, Mississippi. That's about 45 minutes from Memphis. Well, here's what we know so far. 2 people died at the M&W Quick Stop along Highway 72. 1 person died on the scene, and the second person was airlifted to a hospital where they later died. The Marshall County Sheriff's Office will update us on the shooting at 10 this morning. Right now, though, police say they are not looking for a suspect. Well, this morning, a group of volunteers are continuing to look for 77-year-old Wade Davis. He's missing from Alcorn County. The Gulf Search and Rescue is a group of former first responders from all across the Southeast. Last week, the Alcorn County Sheriff called off the search for Davis because of the lack of leads. Well, it turns out that the brief lull might actually help this new search team find fresh information.
If Mr. Davis is moving around and we get a fresh scent, we know it's his and not a previous volunteer or another dog or someone else that was in the area. We know we got a good track that we can get started on, and we can try to do something with it.
The family is also offering a $5,000 reward for any information that leads to Davis coming home safely. If you do have any information on exactly where he might be, call the Alcorn County Sheriff's Office. On the news right now, 2 men now in jail for killing a 2-year-old in West Memphis. Jerome Patterson and Johnny Bourne are charged with capital murder, battery, and terroristic acts. Investigators say more arrests and charges are pending, but police say the shooting happened on 18th Street last month. The little boy and his mother were both shot. The boy died at the hospital. We are working to learn more about what exactly led up to that shooting. Time now 5:04. Let's turn to a story that we covered just 2 weeks ago when someone poured gasoline on a dog and set it on fire. This tragedy left severe burns all over the dog's body, as you can see it in its little cast right there. Well, now people across the world are uniting to try to figure out who would do such a thing. Our Lakita Johnson is joining us live with an update on the dog. Good morning, Lakita. And we love seeing the community come together. Thank you, Lakita. Well, this morning, people are grieving the loss of a 7th victim in the 4th of July parade shooting in Highland Park, Illinois. A gunman opened fire, unleashing nearly 70 rounds into the crowd. Police do believe the suspect perched himself on a roof in the suburb of Chicago and fired a barrage of bullets into a July 4th parade of families. Well, he's now charged with 7 counts of first-degree murder. Authorities say Robert Cremo III planned his attack for weeks and carried out the rampage dressed in women's clothing.
I was trying to see where it was coming from, and then I looked up at the Ross Cosmetics building, and he was shooting from there.
Police say the 21-year-old passed 4 background checks before he bought the high-powered rifle used in the attack. Still no word yet on a motive, but if convicted, Cremo would be sentenced to life in prison without parole. An arraignment is set for tomorrow morning. This morning, a Mississippi judge denying a request to block the statewide abortion ban today, after attorneys for the state's only abortion clinic filed a request following the Roe v. Wade overturn. Meaning, starting tomorrow, nearly all abortions in Mississippi will be illegal. So let's break this down just a little bit further for you. The trigger law will only allow abortions if the mother's life is in danger or the pregnancy is a result of a reported rape. That means the victim must have reported their story to police, and there is no exception in this law for incest. Well, warnings of a Facebook lottery scam. Our National Verify team on how to avoid falling victim to scammers on the internet. Thanks for staying with us for ABC24 News at 6:30. When I was driving to work, there's some construction by my house, and the workers were out there at 3 a.m. with the floodlights getting it all done. I said, that's how you know we are just in for it today.
Yup.
Starting early.
Yep.
Well, new this morning, the Tennessee Department of Education just released the results from the 2022 Tennessee Comprehensive Assessment Program. And here are some of those numbers for Memphis Shelby County schools. We now know 22% of students are proficient in English, and in math, just 13% of students showed proficiency. Of course, we can't go into all of the data right now, but there will be a news conference in just a few hours at 10 this morning. Officials will share what's next and the steps that they plan on taking to improve those numbers. That conference is at Southwind Elementary School. Superintendent Joris Ray will be out there along with other board members leading that meeting. Well, 2 men are now in jail for the killing of a 2-year-old in West Memphis. Jerome Patterson and Johnny Warren are charged with capital murder, battery, and terroristic acts. Investigators say more arrests and charges are pending, but police say the shooting happened on 18th Street last month. The boy and his mother were both shot, but the boy died at the hospital. We are working to learn more about what led up to that shooting. Well, heading back to Mississippi, a judge denying a request to block the statewide abortion ban after attorneys for the state's only abortion clinic filed the request following the Roe v. Wade overturn. This means starting tomorrow, July 7th, nearly all abortions in Mississippi will be illegal. Well, let's break down that information just a little bit further. The trigger law will only allow abortions if the mother's life is in danger or the pregnancy is a result of a reported rape. That means the victim must have reported their story to police. And there is no exception in the law for incest. Well, in the wake of the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, removing the federal right to an abortion, dangerous home abortion treatments are being shared on social media. Ariane Daytil and our National Verified team are looking into one of these viral treatments involving a plant. Well, time now 6:35, turning to a story that we covered just 2 weeks ago when someone poured gas on a dog and then set it on fire. This tragedy left severe burns all over that dog's body, and now people all around the world are uniting to try to figure out who would do such a thing. Our Lakita Johnson is joining us live this morning, though, with an update on the dog. And Lakita, that dog doing a bit better this morning. Good news there. Thank you, Lakita. Well, WNBA star Brittany Griner making a very passionate plea directly to President Biden, sending him a handwritten letter asking him to help free her, writing, quote, "As I sit here in a Russian prison alone with my thoughts and without the protection of my wife, family, friends, Olympic jersey, or any accomplishments, I'm terrified I might be here forever." Griner has been locked up since February after Russian police say they found vape cartridges in her luggage containing hashish oil, which is illegal in Russia. The 31-year-old appearing in a Russian court Friday for the start of her trial, the U.S. government calling her detention unlawful. Griner's trial starts back tomorrow, and if convicted, she could face up to 10 years.